Lover or hater, Nicole is definitely one of the best AoE groupers, if not the best AoE grouper in Zenless Zone 0. She carries some of the strongest debuffs and buffs in the game for Ether units, having a 40% defense shred on her core skill when maxed out, as well as a 25% Ether damage boost to all squad members that do Ether damage on her core passive. But she does have one glaring issue. Even though she does have some very strong buffs and debuffs, they only last for 3.5 seconds. She does have her EX skill, a big energy field that sucks the enemies in, as well as stays around for quite a long time, as well as refreshing the duration of these debuffs and buffs while it is on the field. So she does kind of have a way to somewhat circumvent this glaring issue that she does have. But at C0, it's not really enough to really get a main DPS's full rotation in, or at least part of their rotation in, without some of the debuff falling off before you're able to finish that part of the rotation. Now, I said at C0 for a reason, for a very big reason actually, because if you are so lucky to be blessed by the RNG gods, if you are so lucky to have, the RNG gods come through and tap your shoulder and say, here's a Nicole C1. If you are that lucky, Nicole turns from one of maybe arguably a clunky character to one of the she actually becomes pretty broken, and she's only going to get better when you get more constellations. But let me tell you exactly why C1 specifically is something that is, if you're lucky, you probably already have it, but if you're not lucky, it'll definitely be achievable and winnable on Juyan's banner. Even if you're not going for Juyan, if you're going to use Nicole as a grouper on your account, I think that going for C1 is definitely going to help your Nicole out. Now let me explain why. If you've been paying attention to the video in the background, you may have just seen why, because oh my god, that bubble lasts for so long. But if you weren't paying attention, I want you to look at this clip that's playing right now. I want you to take note in that clip of the sit down motion I did after the first initial charge of her EX skill. If you didn't actually notice it, I'll play it again in the background here so you're able to see the exact motion or animation that Nicole had did while I was charging the skill. Now the reason why that motion is important, right, is because it extends the charge time of your EX skill while you are holding it with Nicole. So if you didn't know, Nicole actually does have a special input with her skill. If you do a 360 motion while holding her skill, she will do a sit where she sits down on her briefcase while she's charging. And you can actually loop this with her regular EX skill hold. So if you do the regular EX skill hold, wait for a second, and then do the 360 motion, you can actually get a refreshed charge time on her EX skill while you're charging it. So you can essentially charge for twice the amount of time. This is super important for her C1. Now at this point, y'all probably want me to shut up and tell y'all exactly what the C1 does, because it's been like 3 minutes and I haven't even said anything about what her C1 does. So her C1 actually increases the damage and anomaly buildup inflicted by Nicole's EX special attack by 16%. That's not really important though. I mean, yeah, that is important, but that's not what we're here for real. What we're really here for is that second sentence. For each additional 0.1 second of charging when Nicole activates her EX special attack, the duration of the energy field created at the target location increases by 0.15 seconds. So basically, the longer you hold her EX attack, the longer her energy field will stay on the field. That's why doing something like this here is going to be extremely useful for Juyan when she does drop, or Juan when she does drop, and will allow you to not only get her full rotation off when you do swap off with Nicole after doing her EX special attack, but will also refresh those debuffs that Nicole is so widely used for and so widely known for, and why everyone praises her so much. It'll allow her to keep that up a lot longer. I mean, just look at the duration of this energy bubble here. What is that? So we are in the training room for ZZZ really quick. I wanted to showcase exactly how to do it. I know I did say 360 motion, but I'm going to go ahead and showcase exactly the timings for doing the swap of animation to enhance the EX skill for Nicole. We'll keep him moving, we'll keep him stunnable, just basically make him 70 so he doesn't die in 2 seconds. So we also want to go ahead and increase our character energy. So for now, let's keep him unmoving. So when it comes to using her EX skill, again, it's just basically holding it normally, but before she lets go of it like she would there, you'll want to hold it and then sit down and then let go of it then. And just see how long that lasts for. That's pretty damn long compared to just doing like this. That was me holding just a tiny little bit. Look, if I just hold, if I just press and let go, look how short that is. If you just press and let go, look how short this actually is. It's like what, 2 seconds, 3 seconds? 1, 2, 3, about 3 seconds. If you're able to hold it and then 360 motion, look how long that is. I would say that effectively doubles the amount of time that the field is on the field for. And just look how much damage this is doing to a level 70 enemy. Look how much damage this is actually doing to him because of that passive. And I mean, my Nicole does have some pretty, like, it's not crazy stats. Nothing crazy. He only has like about 1,000 attack, about 40% crit. Nothing too crazy. And just look how much damage and grouping AoE possibility she has just with her C1. And again, she's only going to get better when we actually get constellations of her and we can max her out with Julian. So if you are pulling for Julian, I definitely advise maxing out Nicole because her C6 is going to give the team a crit buff as long as this field hits the enemy. And the craziest part about this crit buff is that you have to have the field hit multiple times to stack the crit buff, and it lasts for like, I think 12 seconds or 10 seconds. And what's a good way to get that energy field to hit multiple times? Doing the 360 motion. And then you can't tell me after all of these hits your crit rate buff is not maxed out. That John is maxed out. You're hitting crit rate max buff on Nicole easily with this little trick here. And she does have another way to fire off the EX skill. And you can kind of do this. Or if I can get the timing right, you can kind of do this. Vega. All right, let's stop trolling. But you can kind of do that, and that'll last for a decently long time. Of course, it won't last as long as if you were just doing this and then into this. Like, it won't last as long as just doing that. But it is a way for you to kind of give Nicole like long and vulnerability frames. Let's say, for example, you're fighting the ballet twins and they're about to do like a mechanic. You can kind of delay with Nicole by doing this and just sitting on Nicole. And then a quick assist will also have invulnerability as well. And the whole time that Nicole's on the floor here, she is basically invulnerable. The whole time she's sitting on the floor. Until that quick assist chain goes away, she's invulnerable. Which is really damn good. So yes, don't sleep on Nicole. I know a lot of people are saying that her debuffs are kind of hard to stack. Yes, they are kind of hard to stack. If you don't have the EX skill, a good way to stack the debuff against regular mobs is just doing her basic attack chain and then swapping at the last part, because that last hit actually does last for quite a long time. So yes, definitely don't sleep on Nicole. She definitely is very, very, very strong. And when you get constellations, she won't feel as kind of lackluster, I guess, in a way, as she may feel on your account at the moment. I've been lucky to get C1 and it's actually ridiculous. When I noticed this, I was like, huh, she just has triple or double the amount of energy field time. That's kind of crazy. And just C1, and then she's gonna get a bigger field in C4, and then a crit rate buff at C6. She's like basically the ultimate AoE grouper support, and I don't see her getting like worse as time goes on, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I think you can just put her on any team and she's gonna give you a crit rate buff. She's gonna give you a defense shred. Her energy field lasts super long now. Like, I think she's going to be really good going down the line. And if you do go for Juyan, you definitely won't regret building her with Juyan, because even if we do get a let's say like a ether support that gives crit and crit damage, for example, she is still going to be a very good flex character to put on your account, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Thank y'all for watching. Again, oh, by the way, y'all killed it with the support on the last video. Like, holy, y'all killed it with the support on the last video. I was not expecting that video to do half as well as it did, to be honest. Like, wow, I ain't gonna lie, that's actually kind of heartwarming, for real. Thank y'all for the support and the love. I'll catch y'all in the next video, and peace.